Okay, everyone. So this will be um the fourth part of this painting tutorial. So in this part, I'm going to paint on this here. I'm going to paint here. So I'm gonna put details on these trees, and I'm going to put some cliff here, a little cliff or rocks or whatever that comes to my mind, or whatever trees that I'm gonna put here. So again, the light's coming from the back part of this group of trees. So we will gonna see some um, outer glow on these trees or group of trees. And if you want to see the materials, the paints, the colors, the brushes that I am using use on this tutorial, so you can refer to the part 1 videos or the part 1 of this painting tutorial. So just have to check that on my channel. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start now, and I will be starting to add some details on that part of the trees. So I'll be using first number 14 Marie's fan brush. Okay, so for me I think it is just too big. So if you have smaller than this one, that will be nice, and that will be better this one. Okay, so let's use first the lighter colors. So I'm gonna use the yellow and some white. So let's kind of put, so just use the tip of your brush there. So just use it on the on the edges, and use the edge of your fan brush, and again use the tapping technique here. There. This will show us that the light is coming from the back side of these trees. That's why it's glowing like yellow or light greens. So we're gonna put light greens later. So we're gonna put also some here. Because of the very strong sunlight coming from the back part, that's why you can see some light yellow. So I'll be using the yellow and the blue. There. So I'm gonna use some white to make it light green. And we're gonna put some light green here. You can wet your brush. So this is my water. Okay, so that you can see how I mix the water. Okay. So yellow and blue again. There. can put some light here. So you can make it soft by just continue smudging it or tapping it. Okay, it's nice. And I'm gonna use some other brush, which is the bristle brush, natural bristle. So using again the blue and the yellow here, and some white, a little water. I should have used a smaller can of water. Okay, here. I think I'm gonna put some white. There. Okay, so just put it on the very tip part, or the edge, the very edge part of the, there. You can use the pure white. I'm gonna use the pure white here. To add some reflections. There. And again, do not overdo it. Always remember that. Make some more darks. I make some space for the dark parts or dark green parts of the on this group of trees. So there. So I think I'm gonna put some tree trunks, and I'll be using smaller brushes. And I'll be using the liner brush. So I'll be using this number 0 liner brush and some raw umber, then white, you can add some water to make it fluid. There. So I think I'm gonna put a tree here. There. That's it. There. Okay. Now we're gonna put some details on there of that group of trees. So you need to clean your brush first. So I'll be using again the blue, the yellow, and some red. Another yellow. There. Then we're gonna use the topping again, the topping technique, to create some details here. There. So just do it carefully and slowly. And again, do not overdo it. Always think of that. There. Make the leaves smaller. Yes. And also here. Okay. Well, that looks nice. So I'm going to add more greens and yellow and red. So again, guys, you use the topping technique or punching. There. Do it with extra careful. There. There. So again, do not overdo it. Do not cover everything. Leave some more spaces. Okay, and I'll be using again the liner brush to create some branches. So I'll be using the pure raw umber. As you see, it's very fluid. So here, use a smaller brush. because it might be hard to create smaller branches. There. There. Okay, and also here. There. So just have to put lots of branches there. Small branches. There. Okay. So far I love it. Now we're gonna put some trees on the outside here. Oh no, on this part here of the tree of this forest. So we're gonna put some leaves. I mean leaves, guys. So I think I'm gonna put some more yellow. Let's use the yellow and blue. More blue. I'm gonna take some red. And more blue and white. So we're gonna put some leaves there. Okay. You can use the tapping again, tapping technique. There. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna put more blue there. Blue and purple. And red, I mean red, sorry. And of course white. More white. There. It is also the highlights, but this time it will be bluish. And do not make it too light because this part should remain dark. There. Okay. About that. Now we're gonna put more yellow and white. So we'll be adding more highlights. There. Okay. So I think I'm gonna continue this one. So I'm adding a little highlights there so that some parts of the light is hitting on this area. So we're gonna put some lights there. There. So I think that looks really nice. Looks realistic for me. Yes. I'm not sure what kind of trees is that, but I'm loving the colors of the trees. Now I'm gonna put some details here. So I'm gonna use some red and yellow. There. So here. Gonna put some grasses. There. So this part should remain dark. The color should remain this one. This darker colors. I'm gonna put also some highlights there. So this part should be some grasses. There. Okay, then I'm going to transform this here to make it cliffs or something like that. Okay, so I'll be using a smaller brush. I'll be using this number 7 flat brush and the raw umber and white. There. Okay, so we're gonna put some cliff there with some rocks. There. Because you have now like it looks like there's a cave there. Okay, so far it looks good. Then I'm gonna use more raw umber, yellow and red, and white. There. Gonna put some riverbank there. And again, I'll be using this raw umber with white to add some rocks or whatever. Can add some darker tones there. There, gonna put more rocks. This part should be some rocky with some grasses. There. So we're gonna put more highlights on these rocks. Okay, I'm gonna use these highlights here. So this will be some rocks on the cliff. Rocks, soils, or whatever you can find on this part of the river. Okay, I think that looks realistic for me. And we're gonna need to put some details there. Gonna put some highlights on the process. So I'll be using the number 8 flat brush and some yellow and this white existing yellow greens. So again, you can use the tapping or punching there. So I love that. So be careful not to put too light there because this part should be dark. That's why I'm using a mid-tones or not so light color, not the highlights. Highlight should be lighter than this one. So you need to be careful, guys. There. So here we're gonna put more bushes. Found on these rocks. Okay. And of course here we're gonna put a little, but not too much. There. And I'm gonna put white to make it more light, to add more light there. There. So again, do not add too much. There. I'm gonna put yellows and orange. And add some white. Here I'm gonna put some orange bushes. Not just green but also orange. There. Orange, reds or browns. You can put that. Okay, so for me that looks nice and realistic. And for the last part, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put some tree here, but I'll have to put a tree here, or a coconut tree maybe. I'm not sure. Yes, maybe. Yes, I think I'm gonna put a tree there. Okay. And I think I'm gonna put a coconut, so I'm gonna use this raw umber. So here, I think it's just a small tree, a small coconut tree. I use careful. I'm using the number 0 liner brush, but I think there's something wrong. There. Okay. And I'm gonna put some, of course, leaves. So I'll be using yellow, blue, and red to make some dark green color leaves. There. So I think I'm gonna put some raw umber. There. Okay. But I'll be using this green here. So we need to do it one by one. You can also use a bigger brush, a flat brush to create these coconut trees or leaves. Actually, I'll just try to demonstrate how to use it. So I'll be using this brush here, the number 7 flat brush, to create the leaves. Put more red and yellow. There. So you need to create the curve like texture. There. It's too wet, that's why. I'm gonna add more yellow and blue. There. Okay. So I think I'm gonna add more. So that's the problem with the very fluid acrylic, guys. I'm gonna make that darker. Okay. I'm gonna add more raw umber, blue, and yellow. So we need to make this part darker, but my acrylic is too fluid or is too open or wet. That's why and I'm using the student grade acrylics. That's why it's very hard to create details. So you have to create solid colors. But we're gonna let that dry first, and I'm gonna put some details later. I'll be using this one, smaller brush, and some lighter color, brown. And we're gonna put some highlights here on the left side. Here. So fluid. There. Gonna put some highlights. Okay. So I'm going to retouch and add more dark tones. And leaves. There. And also here. There. I should make this part darker. Okay. Let's continue. I'm going to make this trunk bigger. There. Okay, maybe I'm going to remove some parts. I'll be using the blue and the red and white. to remove some part of the background of the foreground. There. Let me sap a little of this coconut tree. Okay. Well, that looks better. Okay, so far it's good. But maybe I can retouch more. There. There, okay. I'm gonna use more white to retouch this part here. Okay. I'm not really sure I'm not really sure if it looks good or give justice to the coconut tree. This is my first time messed up with this one. So I think I'm gonna put a lot more details. There. Maybe I'll just retouch that later, guys, so that I can make it better. Yeah. So for now, I'm contented with this one. So okay. So maybe I'm done for now. Wait, I think I'm gonna retouch here. So guys, it's okay if you commit mistakes as long as you can correct it. Okay, so maybe later I'm going to add one leaf there, and I can retouch that to make it better. Okay, so that's it. that will be, wait, to smooth in this part. Okay, so this will be the fourth part of this tutorial. So I think I'm gonna need more part, so maybe I still need to to have until 7th or 8th part of this painting, so it might really take long, and I think that's good also. And in the future I still need to to add more trees there, or I'm going to retouch more here or whatever parts. So retouching is part of finishing a painting, so maybe later on the last part I'm going to retouch now. I'm going to retouch, I'm going to do more retouch. So I'm going to say thank you so much. So I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to continue later on the fifth part of this painting tutorial. So I want to say thank you guys, everyone, for watching this video, and I hope you get something out of this tutorial and you learn something. That mistake is part of the learning. Okay, so, and you can see that as long as you can correct your mistakes, you can, that's better, that's good, you can make it better anytime. Okay, so thank you guys, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more videos in the future. And my advice, keep on practicing, keep on painting. The more you do, the more you know how to use a brush, the more you know how to mix the colors. That's why I'm using limited colors with palette, because I want you to learn to mix and get the desired colors you want. Okay guys, thank you, have a nice day, and God bless you all. All the glory and honor and praises always belong to God.